almost called an entrepreneur. Okay? Can somebody tell me what an entrepreneur is?
Someone with their own business.
Very good. Someone with their own business. Anything else?
A person who does work.
Person who does work.
A young business person.
A young. It could be an old business person too. It could be any age. Anybody else?
Multiple jobs.
Somebody with multiple jobs. Very good. Those are all good answers. All right. So I'm what's called an entrepreneur, which means I create businesses, or I create a business, or I have a business, or I am a business. All right. So entrepreneur can be all of those things. How can I be a business?
Like by creating a product.
No. How can me as a person be a business? That's the trick question. I'm gonna see if you guys can figure it out.
By practicing.
Practicing. Very good.
Studying.
Studying. Okay.
The person who checks it. The person who checks. I
You forgot? Last one.
Having a lot of money.
Have a lot of money. Okay. So in order to have a lot of money, you got to be able to create something, right? So that was a trick question, because if you think about Michael Jordan, right? He's a business. So Michael Jordan, his name is a business because he created himself to be a business person. So when you think Michael Jordan, you think of excellence, you think of a great basketball player, you think of his shoes, you think about his clothes. So all of those things, he is a business. Not only does he have a business, but he becomes a business. So an influencer, right? People that y'all watch, who's like a famous TikToker that you know?
I shall speak.
All right, Mr. Beast, y'all know Mr. Beast?
I shall type.
He is a business because his personality, who he is, allows him to be a business, which is an entrepreneur. He gives away a lot of money, right? Kevin Hart as well. Kevin Hart names. Exactly. All those people, because their name means something, all right.
Listen.
Because their name means something, they can be a business. And people will give the money to just be somewhere. All right? So that's one way. So when you become an influencer, when you become a person of great stature or position, then you can be a business as well. All right? That's why it's very important to do the right things to become a business. All right? So I'm what's called a serial entrepreneur. All right? Y'all like cereal?
Yes.
All right. But it's not that type of cereal. All right? Cereal means multiple, right? So like a serial number or those type of things, like on your computers, you look at the bottom, there's a serial number because there's a number that puts it in order. All right, so I have multiple businesses, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about them. All right, so my first business is called Paint with Faith. All right.
Oh, you gotta click the eye.
Click. Oh, this.
No, the eye.
Oh,
Elbow down.
click the. Oh, perfect. Thank you. And then I click this. All right, very good. All right, so my first company is called Paint with Faith. All right, we do motivational painting classes. Does this slide too? I use the keyboard. Moving it? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can just use it. All right, so I do motivational painting classes. All right, so I teach people how to do art. So I travel from Dade County to Broward County to West Palm Beach, teaching people how to do art, motivating people with art as well. So it's like having a motivational speaker and an art teacher at the same time. Y'all have art here?
Yes.
Okay. So I used to be an art teacher, and Miss B, who just came to the door, y'all remember? Y'all see Miss B?
It's been a while, you all.
Yeah, Miss Benoit. She used to be my student when I was an art teacher. Yep. And so I just actually came from her class. So she used to be my student in my art class when I used to be an art teacher. But I used to do art in the morning as an art teacher, and then the afternoon and evenings, I used to run my business. But then it got to the point where I was doing more business than I was teaching. So I quit teaching and I did my business full time. All right, and I'm still doing it. That was 10 years ago. All right?
Were you doing more business than the work business?
I was doing more business on my business than I was teaching. So I kept having to take days off from work, and I said, well, let me just focus on one thing and do it. Question?
Do you have a photo of Miss B when she was young?
She looks exactly the same. Yeah, she looks exactly the same. Yeah, nothing's different. She looks just like how she looked in high school. All right, so this is what I do. This is what I've been doing since I started this business in 2014. And then I'm still doing it till today. It's very successful. So we teach painting classes, but we do more than that now. We started off with painting. Now we do after-school programs, and we teach kids how to make comic books. We teach kids how to do animation. We teach kids how to do murals. So we do all those things. So when you go to middle school next year, you might go into a school that have a program that I work at, and we'll be able to learn some of the things unlearned in the community. All right. one thing I want you all to understand, if 9 out of 10 businesses fail, right? 9 out of 10 businesses fail, how many businesses should you probably create?
10.
10, very good. Why you say 10? Who said 10?
Me.
Why you say 10?
Because you have to test it out.
You have to test it out. You increase your chances. So if I have, if only one succeeds out of 10 businesses, then my chances are I got to keep trying to keep doing it, right? So like when you learn to walk, everybody know how to walk, right?
Yes.
When you try it one time, did you probably fall?
Yeah.
You can ask your parents, Mom, did I walk on the first time? Some of them might say yeah, but chances are when you tried to walk your first time, you didn't. So you kept trying until you could do what now? Walk, and then run, and then jump, and then some of you probably know how to flip or dance. So as you grow, you're able to do more things with your legs. How many of y'all know how to ride a bike? All right, same thing. Anybody here fell off a bike?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same thing. So you got to keep trying, and as you try, you learn. All right. So in business, the same thing. I set a goal for myself is to start 10 businesses. Right? And I said if I keep trying, one of my businesses will be successful. So when I got to like 5 or 6, I'm not sure where Paint with Faith lands. This business became very successful, but I failed a lot. All right, I failed a lot of times. And the word entrepreneur means one that takes risk. All right, so you have to take risks. You got to take a chance. If you want to learn to walk as a baby, you got to take a chance and stand up, and then fall, and then stand up and fall, and then you're able to walk, and then run and jump. If you want to be able to go to your friend's house faster on a bike, or skateboard, or hoverboard, or any of those things, right? You have to take a chance. So once you take that chance and you learn it, then you can go fast. You can ride fast, you can skate fast, you can hover fast, you can scooter fast. All those things can happen, but you have to take those chances. And that's what an entrepreneur does. They keep trying until they succeed. All right? So everybody understand Paint with Faith? So if you want to have a paint party, all right, or if your parents want to have a girls' night or a guys' night, or your parents want to go on a date, or family want to go on a date, just tell them to call Paint with Faith, and then you'll be able to, or go paintwithfaith.com, and they'll be able to have a party. Or maybe if you guys are good at the end of the year, your teacher will invite me, and we can do a paint party right here, all right? But you got to do the right thing. All right, question.
Oh yes. Can you draw LeBron James?
Can I draw LeBron James? Yeah, I have a picture of LeBron James. If you go on this website, I guess I can show you.
Yes.
I think the artwork is on here. So you can see some of my professional artwork. It's a mural that I've done at my sister's salon. My sister is also an entrepreneur as well.
That's my favorite.
This is at Florida Memorial University. Another mural I did. This is inside the boys' basketball locker room. This is at another school in Dade County. I forgot the name of the school, but it's there. This is at another program. So I do murals as well. Me being an artist, like I said in the beginning, I can be a business because when somebody say, hey, I want an artist that can do something, they'll call me and I'm able to do that artwork. It's all over Dade County and West Palm Beach. I don't think LeBron pictures on here, but I'm going to put it up there now that you mentioned it. All right, so that's business number 1. Business number 2 is a convenience store. Everybody know what a convenience store is?
Yes.
It's like a grocery store, a small building. I own one of those, all right, in Rochester, New York. So what does a convenience store have? Snacks, chips, juice, workers, chicken, register. So I have a business in Rochester, New York that's running right now. And the cool thing about being an entrepreneur, you don't always have to be there to run a business. Sometimes you can start a business and have other people running. Not only that, but as an entrepreneur, you don't have a boss, you are the boss, right? And so when somebody may work for you, you create jobs for other people. So being an entrepreneur is not like a selfish thing, but it's somebody who creates opportunities for more people. Not only that, but they become huge problem solvers. Anybody have any problems that they want fixed? Yeah, all of us have problems that we want fixed. You may be like, man, why does this battery always run out? Right? But you may be smart enough to say, I'm gonna create a battery that never runs out. Or when I was young, when I played video games, they all had a cord. And somebody was smart enough to say, let's make these controllers wireless, right? Yes. When they had a Nintendo and Genesis, all those old systems, they had cords, so we only had to sit down in front of the TV. We couldn't sit on the couch. We had to be close. So somebody who was an inventor was smart enough to say, I'm going to take away the cord and become make a wireless thing. So entrepreneurs are problem solvers for other things. So if you're a problem solver, if you're a person that likes to take things and say, I'm gonna fix this, that's usually what an entrepreneur is. All right, I've seen that a lot of kids don't have art in school or after school. And so I said, let me create a business where I can be able to bring art to other people. All right. Any other questions? All right. So convenience store is what I have. It's my second business. I named it Smiley's Convenience Store because I named it after my dad. All right. So people can go there, buy food, snacks, drinks, and all those things, shirts, clothes, and the business runs all day long from 9 o'clock to 9 o'clock. All right. And then the other business I have is real estate. Y'all know what real estate is?
Yes.
What's real estate?
When you sell houses.
Buy and sell houses.
When you have a big house.
A house.
That's what my uncle did.
That's what your uncle do too? Very good.
When you buy a house and then make it better and sell it.
All right, very good. And last one in the back.
When you manage houses so people can buy.
Very good. So real estate are all those things. You can buy and sell houses. You can buy and hold a house and have people rent it from you. You can Airbnb a house, all right, that you own. You can buy land, all right, and then people can rent the land from you and put a building on it, right? So when you see like Walmart and Family Dollar, they don't own the land. An entrepreneur owns the land, and then the company rents the land from them on that. And usually they do it for many years. So that's another way. So if you buy land, that's also real estate. All right. Or you can be a developer where you see all of these buildings that get built, apartments. That's also real estate. So somebody with a lot of money, maybe billionaire or 100,000, 100 millionaire, they can buy and develop property so people can live in and they can rent all of those. So those are all ways that you can have fun with real estate. You have a question?
Yes. I have a big question for you.
Okay.
Because you're like good at art. Because like almost every artist has this. So I'm wondering if you have it.
Okay.
Do you have like two houses where you like live in, but the other one you like put like they have so many rooms in it where you just put art in it, just color it?
Not yet, but I'm on the way. So I have a house here and I have a house in New York. So when I go back and forth, like tomorrow morning, I'm leaving to go to New York, and I'll be back here in Miami on Monday. So that's one thing about being an entrepreneur. You probably have to move around a lot as well. So if you're a person that likes to just stay still, and you want, maybe you have a small business, all right? And there's nothing wrong with a small business and nothing big business. But most businesses start small and then they grow. Like Chipotle, everybody had Chipotle before?
Yeah.
It was a small business. Starbucks, small business, and then it grew. All right, and that's what you want to be able to have with your business. All right, question, then I'm gonna move on.
How does
Right now it's cold, it's like 27 degrees. All right, 20 degrees right now. All right, so that's Pay with Faith. All right, Smiley's Convenience Store. My third business was, that's not my third business, but that's one of the businesses that I recently have. It's called Grandma Gail's Wash House. All right, I named that after my mom. My kids call her Grandma Gail, so I decided to name, what's a wash house? Laundromat. So I owned a laundromat and I named it after my mom. Good thing about that is that was the easiest business because I don't have to be there and nobody has to be there. People go in, wash their clothes, put the money in the machine, then I go at the end of the day and collect the money, right? So that was an easy business to run. But I sold it last year because I had to do some other things. The cool thing about having a business is you can buy it, you can make it successful, and then you can sell it to somebody else for more money. That's fine? Oh man, okay, let me do this last part.
Oh, sure. No, take your time.
Okay.
Take your time. And
All
then
right.
you have your next presenter coming in, okay? Right after. Take your time.
All right, so that's my, like I said, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I have multiple businesses. All right, so that's the next one. And then this is the last one. To me, this is the coolest and my favorite. All right, y'all ready?
Yes.
All right.
Ready for it.
Yes, this is what I like.
All right, so I make cartoons and comic books. All right? Just go back down. All right, so I'm an animator, so I make comic books and I make animation. All right, so you're able to, you can go to my YouTube page, you can buy comic books online. I have audio books, so if you listen to Spotify or Apple Music or Pandora, you can listen to the comic books as well. All right, so those are some ways that you can get the content that I'm creating at this point. Yeah. So I work as a team. Another part about being a business owner is you usually got to work as a team. So I didn't just do all the drawings and all of the animation, but I work with a team of people We come together, we come up with a concept, we come up with the storyboard, the storyline, and then we create the animation. All right. Animation is a very long and laborious process. It takes a lot of drawings, but it takes a long time, and it's very expensive. It costs about $2,500 per minute to animate. All right. So $2,500 per minute. Just to do 1 minute of animation, it costs $2,500 or more. All right, per minute. No, if I do it by myself or as a team, it still costs that much, right? So it's a very expensive process. It takes a lot of money to do it, but when you see animation on TV, you know it's good to watch. You have a question?
Yes. Does it cost more when you use stop motion?
Stop motion is about the same thing. Stop motion, 3D animation, and 2D animation, they all cost about the same to create. Sometimes more.
What's your YouTube channel name?
The Whole Armor comic book. Alright, so Pain with Faith is on YouTube. The Whole Armor comic book is on YouTube. The other two businesses not on YouTube because it wouldn't be any point. Alright, and so I'll show you, these are the comic books that you can buy online. You can digital download if you want. You can listen to the music online as well. So all those things I do on a day-to-day basis. Alright? Any more questions before we close out?
My question is, when you teach the kids how to play art, did you travel around the world with them and make them become successful?
No. So being successful is really going to be on you, right? That's going to be your responsibility. You have to have the mindset. You got to be committed. You got to be dedicated. So if me and you make a comic book together, it's not my job to make it successful. It's going to be your job to make it. I can help you. I can be your business coach. But ultimately, you have to be able to get up in the morning and say, what's your name? Jacob? Jean-Claude? Jean-Claude. All right. So you got to say to yourself, you got to look in the mirror and say, I want to be successful. And then you have to go do it. All right. I'll tell you this last concept that you can take with you. It's a business concept that's called be, do, and have. All right. Remember this because this is going to help you be successful in school and in your business, at your job. If you play a sport, it's a be, do, have mentality. And this is what most business owners or successful have in order to be successful. All right. Be, do, have. Everybody say be, do, have.
Be, do, have.
Be means it's a mindset, right? So if you say, J-Club, what do you like to do?
Basketball.
All right, so if he says, I'm going to be the best basketball player, right? He has to put that in his mind. No matter what any of you say about how good he is at basketball, in his mind, he says, I'm the best basketball player. That's a beingness, right? The second part is do, right? Which means he's got to do what the best basketball player do, which is what? Practice. Practice. He has to do what the best basketball player. He got to learn how to dunk. He got to get taller, or maybe he just jump higher, even if he's short. He's got to do it. And then the last thing, he's going to have what the basketball players have, which is money, jersey, great skills. All right, so you got to be it, do it, and then have all of that. Then you'll have your chance in India. All right, so my time is up. No more questions. Put your arm down. WholeArmorComicBook.com, PayWithFaith.com. If you want more information, you can always send us a message, and we'll be there. All right, thank you guys for your time and attention.
What's your favorite